All right, guys, update number 4 on the W9. Got a couple things to go over today, and I got some footage of working on it a little bit. Let me know how you like the microphone. I've been rocking it. Looks kind of stupid, but shout out Danny Duncan. Been a long time fan. Yeah, so we'll get right into it here on the rear end, and then we'll work forward and let you know the plans on it and what's going on. So check it out. All right, as far as the rear goes, we got some new bags for the rear. There's water in that bag. Check that out. That's why we're replacing them right there. Brand new bags going on. Looks like I'm going to have to air it up again. I have all the airlines and everything torn apart because we're taking the ABS off. So that is why you see everything as a mess right now. So let me get these bags put on and then we'll give you a little tour. We're still figuring out that corner issue. I took my old deck plate. As you can see, it's just hobcobbed in there. Off my cab over that a kind of local company messed up twice now, and it doesn't fit my cab over, but it fits this truck. So that's awesome. So I'm going to probably have perfect deck plate all the way down here. Let's zoom out a second here. Other than that, we went underneath there. You can't see much, but we stripped out all of the ABS, all the old wiring and everything. We're getting ready to plumb up the airlines and electrical. We got the fifth wheel plate sitting right there just to make it easier. Picked up some EB mats for it. I run these on everything. Truck, trailer. These are awesome. Nice and thick. And then I got the wraparound weights. So you make some noise pulling out the parking lots, you know. You know how it is. But other than that, just working on plumbing that stuff up. Deck plate works, so that's cool. That'll be great. We'll paint it to match and or put something on top. I got cool ideas for that. So yeah, everything's looking good here. We still need to prep everything, fill in holes. But the stretch looks awesome. Dylan Ramirez did a bang out job. He did 6 passes. Burning in the inner liner to the main rail. We just need to figure out where we're putting the cross member for the drive line. But other than that, the rear end is looking awesome, guys. So pretty pumped on that. As you can tell, we got everything cleaned up too. I backed the truck out and got it organized and then brought it right back in and made a huge mess. So we took out the factory leaf springs, mounts, pins, and all that just to clean it up. And I got it sitting on jack stands right now. Good old Harbor Freights. Other than that, we got just a little bit of mess going on. We got the new leaf springs under here. These are the Peterbilt 389 air leafs, came factory. I brought them down to the local shop. Me and a buddy that works there, put in new bushings and put the proper pins in there for the Kenworth and everything. And they're the screw type, as you can see. They just screw out. You know, of course, it's being stubborn. But so we're about to slap them in there. We got the Peterbilt mounts repinned. I need to take this old Kenworth one off yet. I was just measuring some stuff to see where the new mounts will be. They're gonna be back further than the factory mounts. And I went with the the Peterbilt mounts because they're as tight to the frame as possible to get it lower, and they don't have the Kenworth where they bolt through the bottom. And that's why these trucks had a factory issue with cracking on the passenger side, which that's why that side has an outer channel sleeve on it, which I'm thinking about putting on the inside and shortening just to make it better for the alignment. I don't know how they did that on the outside because it technically makes the frame a little thicker. So I'll show you that in a second. Here's that channel somebody did way back in the day. It's on the outside. Starts right there, runs all the way underneath to right there, you can see. And with the Kenworth mount being on the outside, it technically makes it wider by, 3/8 or whatever thickness this rail channel is. They made it really clean, like you wouldn't know the difference here. But all these 90s trucks had a problem with cracking right on that mount because they bolted from the bottom and then they bolted right there, and then for whatever reason they cracked right through there. So keep an eye out that on your truck. But I'm thinking about making this channel, you know, about 2 feet in length. So it goes there to there, and putting it on the inside, just so we don't have any alignment issues with that mount being moved out just a little bit, the front, you know, thickness of that rail. So that's where we're at on that. I also finally got off my buddy. His dad had some tips sitting on his A model, and I finally talked him into selling me them, so I got a good deal on them. With the truck lower, these sit at 13.6, so that's awesome. It really brings the truck together on the look I'm going for, and it looks awesome. On my social medias, I got some pictures with the hood closed and the visor mocked up and the bumper on and everything, and it looks awesome. I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked on that. I was trying to get the bug shield on, that Dave Nelson bug shield, but I need a buddy because these bolts are spinning, and it's a little difficult because you got to go in the hood and then outside, and yeah. But so that's what's going on here. Just gotta keep going with it here. Put the leaf springs in, start making the bag mounts and everything. And actually, here's my buddy's truck, Josh's. This is a air ride front end kit we did on this. And this already has a car hauler axle, so it looks awesome on the ground. He's got a 20-inch bumper. As you can see, that thing is on the ground. It's a little dirty right now. We're gonna wash it. He's getting some windows tinted tomorrow, so. But this mount it's been treating him really well. We color matched it. It looks great. Shock mount is good. He says it handles well, so that's awesome. So we're pretty much gonna be using the same stuff, just a little bit different on this truck with my own name on it. So that's cool. Sorry about the mess here. We had Adam Kaiser polishing. He polished out the cab over, which is sitting outside. So he did an awesome job on that. Went to a local truck show in Lima, the ATHS show, with a pretty sweet reefer. I'll see if I got any footage or pictures I can maybe drop in. If not, we'll continue here. But here's what both of these trucks look like on the ground here. These are 24 Low Pros, and that's a car hauler wide track axle, so it turns great and it's super low. You got oil pan clearance. Turned out awesome. He's got the wheels are turned a little bit and the truck's dirty. Don't mind that. He usually keeps it pretty dialed in. And he hit a deer last week, but yeah, that is some pretty sweet fitment on that tire. I mean, I can't even. That's probably touching right there, but they're turned a little bit. That looks about as top notch as you can get right there. So he plans on getting us some exhaust and full elbows and everything. It's a pretty sweet little ride. But yeah, trying to copy and imitate that over here. As you can see, we're getting the tire in there a little bit. I need to shave the oil pan because this one's got a cat. It's got the front drain bolt, which nobody uses, so we're going to shave that and gain a little bit of clearance. That's about where it'll sit. We'll work on getting it lower. It just depends on that motor there. And until we get a different axle, we'll be able to go lower, but it's looking pretty sweet, guys. Outside of that stuff, I got the heated power washer out, cleaned a lot from underneath. As you can see, that transmission is actually white, which is crazy. But interior here, we got the twin stick just sitting there. It's looking pretty cool. Not a whole lot has changed with the interior, but it's going to be a cool ride nonetheless. Sorry, I just confused you with tilting sideways, but all tips. Front end's a little lower. Welded together. It's looking pretty cool. One piece at a time, one piece at a time. So yeah, that's about it for this week's video. I have been slacking a little bit on uploads. I'm trying to catch up here. Been busy trucking, working on these things. And yeah, just life, you know how it is. But other than that, probably a little update on the Volvo coming soon. It's looking pretty sweet. I got the engine bay painted, and we're moving right along with that. But yeah, this truck is looking pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited. Get the front end done. Get the rear plumbed up with air and electrical, and then we can drag it down to the local shop down the street, and they will make us a drive shaft. And then it will be back to being a truck, besides a few simple things of just putting together. And you know, we got bumper, we got bug shield, we got some fenders, some mud flaps, put the interior back together, and I'm pretty excited for this thing. I'm excited to drive this old girl. So here we go. Sweet little thumbnail there.